Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to lesson 8.3, page 334, 335. It's our third lesson on circles and area. Today we're going to use the formula for area of a circle to solve some real-life problems. Our essential question: how can you find the area of a semicircle? How interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, you were asked to watch a video prior to this one that I got from the YouTube, which was an excellent video on showing you where that formula for the area of a circle came from. How did they get that? How did they derive that formula? And then, of course, hopefully you learned something from that video. And then, of course, you were to take notes on area of a circle from the top of page 334. And those notes needed to consist of nothing more than the formula, which is area equals pi times the radius squared. So we must always have the radius of a circle when we want to find its area. We can have the diameter or the radius when we want to find the circumference, the distance around, but when we want to find the area, it's pi times the radius squared. So let's get right into some examples. Our first example: find the area of the circle. Use 3.14 for pi. So we write our formula: area is equals pi times the radius squared. Nothing more than plugging and chugging usually. So we notice and recognize in our circle that they do give us the measurement of the radius. According to the picture, we recognize a point going from the center to the edge is a radius. So we're doing nothing more than plugging numbers in and doing some math in the proper order of operations. So would we multiply first or would we square first? Yeah, that's correct. We're going to square first. So we have 3.14 times 144. And then when you multiply that out, you get 452.16. Let's round to the nearest tenth. Call it 452.2. Always putting units on our final answer, miles. And since we are finding the area, that's right, we must square our answer when we find area. And there we have it. Moving on to our next example. Find the area of the circle using 3.14 for pi. And again, we remind ourselves area is equal to pi times the radius squared. We plug and chug. 3.14 they said to use for pi. And our radius for this circle, whoa, it's already given to us. Once again, they show us the radius. They say it's 8.6. And we're going to square that. Squaring first, you get 3.14 times 73.96. So 8.6 squared is 73.96. And then when you multiply that out, you get 232.23 to the nearest tenth, 232.2. Our units are inches, and of course, it's area. We square it. Another one. Find the area of a circle. This time, a little different. We're going to use 22/7 for pi. The reason we might want to use 22/7, which we learned about a lesson or two ago, was that if they give us if we have a radius that is compatible with 7, then 22/7 is the easier number to use. If you use 3.14, you would not be wrong. But if the directions do say 22/7, please use 22/7 and show your work. So we have area is equal to pi times the radius squared. For pi, we're going to use 22/7, and our radius is 7. So we're going to square that. That gives us 22/7 times 49. We recognize that the compatibility helps us simplify that out so that we have 22 times 7, and which gives us an answer of 154 feet. Wow, that was weird. And we're going to square that. Oops. 154 feet squared is our final answer. Moving right along, doing some more examples. Not that you need a ton more, but this is a tiny bit different. When we're going to find the area of this circle using 3.14 for pi, we recognize that the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. And this time when we look at our circle, well, they gave us the line that goes all the way across. If it goes all the way across and they give us a number, we know that that's the diameter. So we have to find the radius. So we come over here and we go, the radius is the diameter divided by 2. That's 18 divided by 2. That's 9. So now we can plug in our numbers. 3.14 times 9 squared, which is 3.14 times 81. And when you multiply 3.14 times 81, you get 254.34 to the nearest tenth, 254.4. 3. And of course the units are feet, and we're going to square it. Nice. One more time with the diameter in finding the area of a circle, using again 3.14, 4 pi. And I always write down, I always do. I hope you do as well. Write down the formula, because sometimes formulas can get confusing. Well, is that the formula for area, or is that the formula for the circumference? This one's area. So we plug in the numbers, 3.14. The radius this time, oh, we don't know. We got to take that diameter. To find the radius, we got to take that diameter and divide it by 2. 6.2 divided by 2, and we get 3.1. So 3.1 squared, and 3.1 squared does happen to be 9.61. We're going to multiply that by 3.14, and we get 30.179, and so I get 30.2, and my units are centimeters, and we're squaring that. Nice. Not a whole lot to it. Pretty straightforward. Recognizing whether they give you the radius or the diameter, and then knowing that the formula for the area is pi r squared. All right, let's go right on into our first quick write today. There's 2 parts to it. First, I want some complete, wonderful sentence or 2 to write the formula of the area of a circle. All right? So you might say, to find the area of the circle, you must multiply the radius squared times pi, and then put the formula down. So some sentence like that. And then part B, find the area of the circle that I've given you right here. You might want to make a quick drawing on your paper. Remember, a quick drawing could be nothing more than going like this and write 4 inches. You don't have to have a perfect circle. Ladies and gentlemen, take a quick break, have a snack, a cookie, tell your mom what you learned about areas of a circle today, and then come back and join us, video number 2.